Jakarn said the gate in the cave is never locked, because no one ever makes it past the traps. No one's ever gotten out. My poor Jakarn.
Hey guys, NanoNexus here with the third installment of this Orc Templar gameplay series. So, we're on the last part of our quest to assist Captain Kaleen in gathering 3 crew members in preparation for a heist. Now, as I've mentioned in the episodes previously, you don't have to recruit this trio, and you can just start the quest without them. But each crew member makes events during the heist a little easier, providing tools to help you out. So, we've recruited the Dwemer fanatic Naramo and the Master of Disguise crafty Larissa so far. And we're now heading into the grave, Bhosek the Bloody's prison, filled with traps and bad guys basically, to save and recruit Jakarn, a rogue thief Breton who's been imprisoned there. So the elf outside, Irian, she believes that Jakarn is a prince from Westry. Well, that's what he's told her. Which could be true, because Westry is apparently the home of the Thieves Guild, but it seems like he'll be lying. But we'll have to see. So anyway, here we are, we're in Bhosek the Bloody's prison called the Grave. So this place has no guards. It's apparently brutal enough and you can't get out anyway, so we're going to fight our way through it. I'm playing as a Templar, as you can see. And something I failed to talk about on the second episode was the Templar abilities and my racial abilities as well as an Orc. So I'll talk a bit more about them this time. And I've just leveled up, which is good. Time for a neat little segue into the attributes and general progression, really. So Elder Scrolls has always given players open-ended progression systems, and the same goes here. So you have your attribute points, quite familiar with the 3 basic pools of health, magicka and stamina, which affect survivability, spellcasting and interrupting and blocking, etc. Okay, and I thought I was going to attack then. I was shaking about. I'll just kill. Alright, and I'll kill this guy and then I'll go back to my skills. And he's dead. Okay. So skill points. These allow you to define your character really. So you can learn an ability or a spell belonging to a skill line which has a thematic group of abilities. The more you use an ability in a skill line, the more you have access to the abilities later on in that skill line. And you can also level up the ability itself and eventually morph it, which allows you to further customize the ability and your character, which I'll show you in a future episode when it happens, I guess. And we found Jakarn, so I'll shut up.
Hey, you're not a guard. Get me out of here, please. Irian? Altmer girl? Yeah, I promised her a way off this rock. But that won't ever happen if I die in here. Is that really important right now? Bhosek stole it from someone else. Can't steal from a thief. If you get me out of this, I'll owe you big.
I had an awful battle with some monsters over this way.
I owe you for this. Thanks. Now, let's get out of here.
Okay, so it looks like he's just going to follow us out of here now. Talking about skill lines before, I just wanted to mention if you advance far enough in a skill line, you can access the ultimate ability, which doesn't use magicka or stamina, but basically you build up for an opportunity to use it, so it's sort of like a rage meter, something like that. Basically these are the more powerful abilities in the game, and very good for PvP really. I wouldn't be surprised if they were added with PvP in mind, but yeah, you can see on the hotbar on the bottom of the screen there I have 2 abilities at the moment. The first is Puncturing Strikes, a series of 4 attacks that damages the target and knocks it back after the last hit. The spell in my second slot is Piercing Javelin, where the Templar throws a spear that deals physical damage and knocks back the target. These attacks are both in the Adric Spear skill line, which basically consists of the aggressive attacking spells, and I think we're about to talk to Jakarn, so I'm being cut off again.
We can't go that way. Irian's out there. Oh, and guards. I saw many guards. Look, let's slip out a side exit. That way we can both keep our heads.
Good stuff. Okay, so we've got Jakarn out basically now, and he's wanting to avoid Irian, so we'll head out the side entrance up this ladder, and I'm sure we'll have a little quest that we have to do for him before he's recruited.
Thanks for breaking me out back there. Listen, while you're in a heroic mood, want to help me get something I left with the goblins? I figure if you want something kept safe, give it to the goblins. They'll watch it for free. They're too stupid to trade it, and they'll kill anyone who tries to take it. Here's the thing. You went through a lot of trouble to free me, right? There's no way you'll let me get eaten by goblins. So you, my good friend, will follow me to their mine. Yeah? This way.
Okay, so off we go to the goblin mines. I told you you'd have a little quest. At least it sounds exciting. Okay, and it's pretty. I really like Stros. But yeah, so my skills are in the Adrix Spear skill line, which, as I was saying, basically consists of the aggressive attacking stuff. The other two skill lines are Dawn's Wrath, more about debuffs really, and Restoring Light, which protects and restores health of allies and yourself. So the Templar is pretty broad in terms of what sort of character you want to make, whether it's DPS, tank or healer. They can pretty much be all three really, quite successfully. So I'll do a little mini walkthrough of what I'm doing here. So here's Piercing Javelin, knocks him back, damages him, another one. Bit of acrobatic skill and then Puncturing Strikes to finish him off. So those are the two skills I've got so far, and you'll hopefully see them build. So off we go into the goblin mine.
They store everything on the upper level.
And we're off to the upper level apparently. And there's a couple more players, which makes things easier. I think we're a decent level though for this place. Oh yeah, they're all level 2, so that's fine. It'll be fine. Ah, so this red mark on the floor, basically that means that the enemy's going to do an attack that you can dodge. One of my pet peeves, as you might have seen there, is if you don't dodge out of it, if you just walk out, which you would think would still work, unless you double tap WASD, whichever one to get out of the way, you don't dodge it. Which has been annoying me, but I guess I've just got to get used to that. I guess it makes sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm just being kind. Anyway, so the decisions made at character creation that affect the skill lines are your race and your class, obviously. So your race gives you a set of abilities helping define that identity that you've chosen, and your class gives you the 3 skill lines unique to that class that follow a general theme really, but still don't force you into a specific role. However, the class and race skills only really represent a fraction of what's possible to get in the game. There's a set of general skills, so weapon and armor skill line, and also you can discover new ones. You can find entirely new skill lines by playing and exploring the world. There's relatively easy things to find, like when you join the Mages or Fighters Guild, and there's a bit more complicated ones like finding the opportunity to become a werewolf or vampire, and that will give you its own separate skill line too. Vampire and lycanthropy are listed under the world skill lines. I'll give you a couple of examples of the abilities that you can get just to excite you maybe. So vampires get Bat Swarm, Drain Essence, Mist Form, Savage Feeding, Supernatural Recovery, Blood Ritual, Undeath, Unnatural Resistance and Dark Stalker. And the werewolves get... Oh, damn it, Jakarn. Okay.
This is the part where I trust you. I'll kill the goblins in the scaffolding in the next room. You grab the gem. It's in a chest on the floor. There's a passage on the far side. Take that and meet me outside. If something goes wrong, regroup at the inn in town.
Oh, alright. So, he's gonna kill the goblins and we're gonna nick the treasure. Is that it? Yeah, that's him. Okay. Is it him? No, it's not. I don't know. We're going to nick the treasure anyway. After killing this guy, who's this? Gurnog. I'm guessing I've come late to a boss battle, really. Well, not really boss battle. Someone slightly more powered. Okay. And we've got his treasure. Was it worth it, Jakarn? Was it worth interrupting my werewolf excitement story? God. Anyway, have I got time to say it now? I might sneak it in now. So, as I was saying, the werewolves get werewolf transformation, obviously. Pounce, Roar, Pursuit, Blood Rage, Devour, Blood Moon, Savage Strength and Call of the Pack. Now I don't know about you, but I'm really excited. I'll probably, I don't know, werewolf. I always liked werewolves, but be sure to comment underneath, tell me which one you're excited about. I know there was someone wanting to make a vampire Nightblade, which I thought sounded awesome. But yeah, leave a comment below, tell me what you're planning to play as there. So we're being beckoned over by Murgle.
What were you doing in the mine? And did you see a scummy Breton up there? Jakarn. He's a liar and a thief. He stole a gem from headman Bhosek. Now if the gem came back, Bhosek might let him live. Can you help me, or not? I knew you were a smart one. Smarter than Jakarn. You just saved his life. If you see him again, tell him to leave this island and never come back.
Okay. I didn't lie. I didn't want him to die. I think I did a good thing there. Don't sit there hating me for that. Alright, and we found a dwarven part. What, dwarven? Dwarven part. So, that was for, if you remember, Naramo's brother or cousin? Brother. Naramo's brother wants them.
This is the last time
Grubby.
he does this to me. I hope you're not here to kill goblins. If you are, we'll have a problem. My friend is in that camp. Mark. He's lost his mind. The goblins stole Mark's special brew. Expensive stuff. Losing it broke him. He went mad and ran off to join his tribe. Crazy, isn't it? He's mad as a Bosmer. Won't listen to a word I say. I'll make you a deal. Find Mark. Convince him to come back. I'll trade you some gold and we'll both walk away happy. Start by looking for Mark's special brew. If any is left, the smell might make him slightly less crazy. Fermentation, flowers, a number of other things you don't want to know about. Tastes like honey but kicks like a horse. If he sold it, he'd be rich, but he just drinks it all.
So we are off to help a man drunk off his face thinking that he is a goblin. So, pretty normal quest there. Okay. So here I'm using my two-handed axe. So, yeah, I thought two-handed axe suited really for a Templar. Anything two-handed, I want to be a bit tankish really. Even though I'm mainly going to do PvE for this sort of playthrough, but I'm still not sure what I'm heading for when it comes to release. But I'm enjoying the Templar, I really am. Werewolf Templar. Oh my god. Sorry. I'm bound to make one of them. Kablam! Okay. I might mention my racial abilities right now before we find Goblin Mark. So orcs give you heavy armor expertise, which basically gives an XP bonus of plus 15% to the heavy armor skill line. You also get Brawny, which increases your max health and stamina by, well, first 2%, and there's 3 ranks, 2, 4 and 6%. And there's also Robust, which increases your health regen in combat. That's got 3 ranks of 5, 10 and 15%. And lastly you get Swift, which reduces the cost of Sprint and increases sprint speed. And there's 3 ranks for both. There's 4, 8 and 12% for the cost, and 3, 6 and 9% for the speed that you actually run.
Bugs, too many of them.
Oh, here we go.
Who? Go away!
Brew. Yes. Where did you get it? That smell. Wait. Where am I? What am I wearing? I remember now. Too much root pulp. Less kick, more crazy. Grubby was right. I'm out of my gourd. Things are starting to make sense again. I'm not spending another minute in this camp. Thank you, friend.
Wow. Okay. So that was a weird one. But let's carry on. So we're going to go back to Grubby. Back to Grubby and tell him how we helped his drunk friend and stopped him being a goblin by giving him more drink.
Where's Mark? Did he listen to you? You gave him... Damn! He ran off to drink it all himself, didn't he? I have to get back to town. Take this and thank you, friend. That fool better have saved some for me.
What a weird quest. Okay, so we're gonna head back now after some more amazing editing. Wow. Right, we're heading to Innocent Scoundrel. Meet Jakarn at the inn. So let's head there now. Oh, Irian, what's wrong now?
If you're looking for that bastard Jakarn, he's at the tavern with a Redguard girl. I overheard him telling a Redguard girl he'd whisk her off to Sentinel, that he was a ship captain. She swooned like a fool, like I did. I'd tell the headman where he's hiding if I didn't hate the headman more. I need off this island.
Well, Irian, I could have told you that was coming, so you're a fool.
You don't know.
Okay, so we're off to talk to Jakarn. He's chatting other people up.
Morning.
Glad to see you made it out. Well, that's a shame. Still, getting Muglurkle off my trail is a good trade. She's relentless. I'll be honest, I'm just a little hurt. But since you saved my life, we'll call it even. Seeing as it's you asking, sure. If she's planning a job, I'm in. All I ask is a trip off this rock after it's over.
Humph. That's a shame it was one-handed. Okay, we freed Jakarn and recovered the stolen gemstone. So now he's gonna support us in the heist that Kaleen is planning. And I'm gonna cut it there. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. Please like if you enjoyed it. Comment, as I said, comment about the vampire lichen sort of thing, which one you'll probably be going for. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Subscribe. Do it. Do it now.